Just the outside.
Yeah, so there you go. You got a little bit of baggage back there for like your bags and stuff.
I would have to take these out for golf.
No.
No? Wing lockers?
Better.
Nose.
Yeah, in fact, with that kind of load, you'll want to put them. Keep the weight and balance good.
Okay.
I talked to Larry. Just make sure you call in the day before the trip or something. Make sure that they get those seats out for you.
Okay. So you think we can fit golf clubs in here?
4 golf clubs, yep.
No shit. That's where you'd put
the first one you can get in with the drivers and stuff, but
yeah.
the second one's just take out the long clubs.
Yeah.
And your 3-wood and driver.
Yeah.
They'll stack in every bit of 3.
Just go this way?
And 4 can go down right here.
This way?
Yeah, vertical.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 4 can go down in the hole, 1, 2, and 3 on top.
That's great.
And then you just put your clubs up, the drivers up on top. You just kind of slide them in.
Okay. Makes sense. All right.
Yeah, that's
fantastic.
Awesome for it. And then in the back, you can put all your duffels.
Yeah.
Okay. So, then you also have wing locker tanks you can put stuff in, but keep in mind, with 4 guys, golf clubs, baggage, don't overweigh it. It'll fly, but it won't fly real well.
With 4 guys and luggage?
Oh, no, that's fine. But I'm saying if you 4 golf clubs, 4 guys, put luggage, and then start filling these 2. Okay. I'm saying if you load this thing ass to elbow, yeah. And you know what? It'll fly 2 engines just fine. But it's that 1 engine type stuff that won't do so well on.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So you got the wing lockers. These are 120 pounds a piece. Mm-hmm. Maximum.
Well, whenever we go golf tripping, we pack light.
Oh, so you guys be good.
It's golf clubs and the duffel. It's period.
All right. Then you got another one over here, of course.
Yep.
Okay? And when you take this on trips, you'll actually have usually some oil in here. You'll have your fuel sumps, although I think we need that one.
Okay.
This probably needs to go back inside. These cargo nets are not for this airplane. I don't know why they're in there.
What is that? Cushion?
Yeah, that's for short people.
Okay.
Okay. Right here, isopropyl alcohol for the wing, or for the weeping windshield. This is not a known icing airplane.
Okay.
It does have boots on the horizontal stabilizer and the wings, pitot heat, of course, and then on the windshield you'll see it has this stuff. And I think this is full. I think someone put fuel in there. Yeah, there's a little bit of alcohol in there. It's not a great de-icer. It's a decent anti-icer. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna fly in the wintertime, you might make sure that that's filled up.
Okay.
But even if you, so let's say you don't have it, if you have the defrosters and have everything else off, have the defrosters and the heat on, it should be like this, but you'll be able to get down.
Okay.
Okay. So, go ahead and hop up there.
Okay.
We'll get out and start walking around.
Get up here?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Get in the seat.
Yep. Go ahead and hop over to the left. Bag for 19 Mike Tango for after this flight, because we'll end over on the other side.
Okay.
Grab 19 Mike Tango from there, then end over there, then I'll drive you back to this side.
Okay.
Okay. So, throttles or props mixtures.
Yep.
Okay. For a multi-engine, this doesn't necessarily mean equal throttle. Okay. Just like this doesn't mean equal props.
Right.
So I'll show you a lot about that today. Setting them with manifold pressure and RPMs, although the 1 RPM tack generator is a little goofy, so you'll set the left one and then you'll set the right one based on the ear, and we'll listen for that. That'll be a big part of our flying today.
Okay. Do they plan on fixing that or no?
They just put a new tack generator, so I don't know if it takes time for it to like sync up, or if because they're not from the same batch, they'll never be the same.
Okay.
You know, the same lot number. So you have all your circuit breakers over there.
Yep.
Okay, you want to locate, in these big airplanes, always locate the trim, what the hell is it called? The auto trim. So autopilot is right there. Elevator trim motor, whatever it is. Probably just the autopilot in this one.
Where's that?
Here, move your hand. I see the autopilot. I want to make sure.
It's autopilot here.
Yeah, autopilot there. elevator trim tab, all the way back on the bottom.
Elevator trim
Yeah,
right here.
because if you ever have a runway trim, you want to make sure you know where that's at, so you could really quickly, instead of looking at it while you continue to go into a stall or a nosedive, you can turn it off.
Okay.
Okay. As you get into the bigger airplanes, if you ever hop into a turboprop or a jet, then there you go. That'll be something that's very important.
Okay.
Okay. So you have all your de-ices. Oh, excuse me. You have electrical heat elements on the props too. Anti-collision lights. This is a de-ice light. You'll see it on the outside, and your strobe. That's it. Right here is your de-ice stuff. You have your windshield that turns on the pump to these little wands out there. Okay. Your prop de-ice.
That's the alcohol?
That's the alcohol. That's a prop de-ice. It turns on the heating element. Here, it will cycle. It doesn't turn them all on at once, and it'll show you in the green, drop, green, drop, green, drop as it's cycling between the different ones. And then you have a de-ice. That's your, or excuse me, this is your surface. You just click it up, and it'll run through the cycle of alternating between the boots and the elevators. Okay. And then it will stop. Okay?
Okay.
So you have to do that. You know, they call it blowing the boots. You have pitot heat here, taxi lights, which are on the nose wheel. You have retractable landing lights, which come out from beneath the wings. I'll show you those. And the Avionics master all the way in the front. Okay, got it. Okay, then your nav and anti-collision are all the way at the back.
Nav and anti-collision right here.
Yep.
Got it.
You have your rheostats for your lights in the cockpit right there.
Here?
Yep.
Got it.
Okay. Let's see here.
Is this a wood carving? That's hilarious.
I don't think it's real wood.
Okay.
I think it's just a plastic piece.
Gotcha.
Okay, then you got your 6-pack. I don't know what that gyro slaving is, so just so you know.
Where?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay.
It's just a heading indicator, regular old. Okay, down along the bottom we have our fuel pumps. Go ahead and move those all the way on the left side there.
Down here?
Yep.
Move them?
Yep.
Up?
Nope, can't go up. Go down.
Down.
Go up.
Up.
So that's off.
Down.
Down
up.
is low. We use low for taxiing and takeoff and landing.
Okay. Down for taxi, takeoff, and landing.
Yep.
Yep. And then off.
Correct. Now, if we have an engine-driven fuel pump failure, we can pull them out and up, and that puts the same fuel pump into a high boost mode, which replaces the engine-driven fuel pump. Okay.
Fancy.
The red buttons you see?
Starters.
Those are the starters. The button in the middle,
primer.
Move it back and forth. That is the primer left. And then go back to the right, primer right.
Got it.
That is the same as using the high boost pump function on the fuel pumps.
Okay.
Okay, it's just there so you don't accidentally leave it on and flood the engine. You have your left alternator, your master, and your right alternator, and we call that a gang switch it's on, so you can move them all off at once if need be.
Yep.
Then you have all your magnetos, the next set of gang switches.
Oops, sorry. Don't want that.
Okay, you have left and right for left engine. You have left and right for right engine.
Okay.
So left engine, left and right engine, left and right. So if I say turn off the left mags, you're turning off those ones when you do your mag check.
Okay.
When we do engine securing procedures eventually, because we will shut down the engine in flight, make sure you're shutting down the right or left engines only, not the right magnetos together. Does that make sense?
Yes.
If we say shut off right engine magnetos, make sure you don't go like
engine,
this.
And right engine.
Well, if we're shutting down one engine, we're just shutting down left and right of the left engine, or left and right of the right engine.
Yeah, these two one time, not these two.
Correct.
So these two or these two.
Right, and when we're doing our mag check, we do these two and these two. Okay?
Separately.
Well, you can do them separately. You can do them together too.
Okay.
Okay. You have your gear here. It's an out and up type of operation.
Gear.
Yep. 3 lights, unsafe. Ammeter, we just leave it in the voltometer. Make sure you get at least 28 volts. The alternator lights, you can push them to test. This one will probably be on during taxi because it doesn't like low throttle. That's fine. And once you take off or do your run up, you'll see it go. You'll see it extinguish. Electric trim on and off. The thumb trim does work in this one. Okay. Which is right here, the elevator trim. Autopilot on and off. It has an S-Tech. We'll get into that probably in the end of the second or third lesson.
It's
55X. Are you familiar with it?
I've never flown with it, but I've read about it. Almost bought one.
It's a very simple design.
Yeah.
If you're still looking to buy one, there's a guy on the other side that has one for sale.
I already put System 30 in my Skyline.
Oh yeah, you're good then.
Year.
430, you're familiar with that, KX155. The new Stratus, this is awesome. It hooks up to your iPad and gives you the same as an ADS-B Stratus unit.
Nice.
In fact, it's hidden, not very well, but it's hidden right here.
Great.
Manifold pressure, left engine, right engine, RPM. You see how it has R and L? That's for right engine, left engine. Fuel flow. Backup attitude and altimeter. Heading indicator. Here's your fuel quantity. And go ahead and we'll do that as we're taxiing out.
Okay.
Well, because it has both the mains and the aux tanks. And as you switch down here, it will automatically switch these to show you the quantity in that tank. And it will also change the lights if you have the right or left aux on. And whatever one you have on, you just use this spring-loaded toggle switch, and it will show you the opposite tank. Okay. EGTs to help set peak.
It shows you the opposite tank? What do you mean by that?
Well, let's say you have it in main. It will show you what's in the mains, but then you can hold it down, and it will show you what's in the auxes. Or if you have the auxes on, you can flip up and show what's in the mains.
How do you turn the auxes on down here?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Let's see, temperature controls, we'll get to those later, and heater, flaps, vacuum gauge. See those little red eyes?
Yeah.
So when the vacuum pump starts pumping, it will suck those in and disappear, and it should show you a normal vacuum indication.
Yeah, it's well hidden.
Yep. Alternate airs, you spin them to the left, pull them out, and then turn back to the right, and that starts pulling air from within the engine cowling.
What do you mean turn them back right?
Tighten them up. Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
So you pull it out and then tighten it so it stays out?
Right, because right now, it's locked in place. It won't come out. Throttle friction, of course. And then these are the cowl flaps. I'm going to do the same thing. It's spring loaded to be open. I'm going to loosen it up. Do you see that grill right there?
That grill right there?
Look inside of it.
Yep.
That's the cowl flap.
Okay.
Now, as I let go, it'll open back up because it's spring loaded to be open.
Yeah.
But in the air, if you have these loose, the wind catches it, it'll put it up and it'll hold it there in the climb, and you don't want that. Cowl flaps are just like the 182. I believe you were taught that should be open for start, taxi, takeoff, and climb. Closed at cruise, remains closed until A, necessary, or B, after landing.
Yep.
Correct?
That's right.
If it's a cold day though, close them at the start, keep them closed.
Okay.
It'll help the oil heat up quicker, okay?
Yep.
But just monitor it in the climb.
What do you consider a cold day? Like 30 degrees? 40?
Oh yeah, between 20 and 30. Probably, you're definitely thinking about it. Below 20, you're doing it.
All right, and if it's 40 degrees, don't do it.
No, 40 degrees, you won't need it.
Okay, got it.
If you do it below 40 degrees, it might help heat the oil up a little quicker, but just make sure before you take off, you probably open up again, because I'll be playing enough to get it warmed back up. All right? Okay. So that's everything in here for now. Engine, gear extension, we'll get to that much at a later
That's
date.
emergency gear extension?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll get to that at a much later date.
Yep.
So today we're talking about start, takeoff, taxi, pre-takeoff, takeoff, go out to practice area, do some asymmetrical thrust, maybe do some slow flight.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Try to keep it short so we can leave, still get you out of here at a decent time to get back home and get the bonanza done.
Okay, great.
Okay?
Yep.
Go ahead. Hop out here.